She's not ready for what the world is going to say.
Basketball legend Dwyane Wade is relentlessly asking parents to support their kids after his daughter Zaya came out as transgender.
Not everyone has been supportive.
Dwyane Wade, you gone too far.
So it became ugly. It became real nasty.
Because you feel like you want to be a girl, don't make you a girl.
So I got worried. I got nervous.
How did you deal with all of this?
Actress Gabrielle Union publicly defends her husband, Dwyane Wade.
You are not alone.
Not many fathers fight. What made you do that?
I needed to do better, and I needed to do more.
Dwyane Wade recently went through a nasty divorce.
The divorce case stated Wade's ex-wife was, quote, unstoppable and relentless when trying to keep their children from Dwyane.
Dwyane recalls police raiding his family's home.
Siohvaughn is taking on the role of the crazy baby mama.
The law enforcement has to get involved.
Family members were unable to find the boys and their mother.
I got a message from my lawyer and he said, call me now.
If I don't have my kids with me, if I can't be that father, I'm not whole. And this came a point where I wasn't able to see them. I wasn't able to talk to them the way I wanted to.
There were rumors flying around left and right.
Siohvaughn Funches, ex-wife of NBA star Dwyane Wade, publicly accuses Wade of abuse and neglect.
I got 3 months of child support in about a 6-year period. And now I sit here today with nothing left.
All those rumors were not true.
Your human nature is to fire back and to respond, but how to think about them and what was best for them. I wasn't going to make those mistakes, so I was going to make sure that I did different.
Dwyane knew what it was like to grow up without parents who were there for him.
I've seen a lot of things that my mother didn't even know I seen as a kid. My mom was on drugs. I seen the needles laying around the house, but I seen my mother even seen her shoot up before.
Dwyane recalls police, with guns drawn, raiding his family's home when he was 6 years old.
They was looking for drugs, and I was the first person they seen. So they picked me up and put the gun to the back of my head and told me to take me where your mother's at.
You had to watch your mother being taken away in handcuffs.
I needed someone to look at and say, I want to be like you. My dad was a professional athlete. He wasn't around for the first 8 or 9 years of my life. I needed that male voice. I needed the discipline. My dad was the kind of father who was very strict. He was militant.
The more time Dwyane spent on his basketball career, the more he became like his dad.
The Miami Heat are heading to the NBA Finals.
This is crazy, man. It's crazy to us to be going back to the finals 4 years in a row. I'm in that locker room every day where all the guys use is nothing but you gay, you this, you that.
Professional athletes have a pretty bad stigma when it comes to being fathers and fatherhood.
I'm having a hard time having a relationship with my kids.
He disappeared for 3 months straight, and he would do things like he's coming or he's gonna come, and he wouldn't show up.
Zaire, how you doing, buddy? This is your father. Just giving you a call. It's about 8 o'clock. I know I probably missed your call. I was on the plane.
While Dwyane struggled to balance his divorce, taking care of his kids and basketball, he fell in love with someone who put his kids first.
I signed up for the boys quicker than I signed up for him. So I'm at the school, I'm doing parent-teacher conferences, I'm at the recitals and the games and everything.
She's doing things that I can't do, and the boys need done.
Dwyane and Gabrielle thought they could build a family together, but Dwyane's ex-wife was doing everything to keep Dwyane away from his kids.
Almost 3 years after NBA star Dwyane Wade's contentious divorce from his wife Siohvaughn began, the legal twists and turns continue.
It became real nasty.
And I see Dwyane Wade ain't paid child support at all. And I was telling him, even if you hate me, this is your flesh and blood.
There are a lot of stories out there that describe you as really volatile.
You have every right to fight for your children.
She wound up having about 13 different lawyers in this process. So every time you get a new lawyer, the case starts over.
As the custody battle for his kids continued, Dwyane's ex-wife made every parent's worst nightmare come true.
It was that weekend before Father's Day to go back home to their mom's place, and which I encourage, and I just asked that they come back.
There was no answer. Family members were unable to find the boys and their mother.
After everything Dwyane had done to keep his kids from seeing the same things that he had as a child, he had no choice but to call the police.
I couldn't sleep. I wasn't eating.
I'm a dad and I'm worried, I'm concerned. I gotta find out where my kids at.
Siohvaughn was arrested and charged with attempted child abduction.
Dwyane's kids were safely reunited with him.
got a message from my lawyer and he said, call me now. He said, listen, you just got custody of the kids. It's like, what? You just got custody of the kids.
More claims against Dwyane Wade followed during the custody case, including that he was abusive to his children. The court found them all to be baseless.
No matter what kind of relationship me and my ex-wife had, my kids love her.
Dwyane thought that all he had to do as a father was spend time with his kids.
You know, you start thinking about your family. You want to give your family everything you didn't have. You know, man time for them is very important. We go do something together. Whatever they want to do, bowling, basketball, whatever they want to do, we do it.
But one day, Dwyane's kid shared something that Dwyane never expected.
So I'm looking at my child, and I'm looking at my responsibilities. I'm looking at a child that's crying, that's afraid to tell their father, wow, that they're different than what you probably thought I was, Dad. I don't want to play basketball. I don't even want to be, I'm not a boy. I feel that I am X, Y, and Z, right? I'm looking at my child scared to tell me.
Dwyane realized that spending time with his kids wasn't enough. He had to truly be there for them.
When it comes to my kids and whoever they're going to become, whoever they're going to be, I don't care. All I want them to do is to be happy in life.
And with Gabrielle by his side, he supported his daughter.
Every child has different needs. You can't do one-stop shop parenting for all of them, but you got to be the change you want to see.
I started changing the way I talk. I started changing how I listen to things, and I started challenging people in a different way.
By truly being there for his daughter, Dwyane created the safe and loving family that he wished he had as a kid.
He's a great dad who puts the kids' joy and their peace of mind and their innocence first.
It's about these kids. And if you lead with love, and if you love unconditionally, then none of that is going to matter at the end.
We take our roles and our responsibility as parents very seriously. We are proud parents of a child in the LGBTQ+ community.
And just be true to yourself.
Even when people are being mean.
I know it can get tough, definitely. But I think you push through and it's worth it.